All right, FightHype.com here with my man, the legendary Eddie Hearn, promoting a hell of a show at the Chase Center here in San Francisco, Prograis and Haney. Eddie, what's your thoughts on Oscar De La Hoya saying he wants to match Ryan Garcia with the winner of this fight?
It depends how they look. Because if they look sensational, he won't want to match him with a winner of this fight. You know, I think not a lot of people have wanted to fight Devin Haney. I never say Ryan Garcia because the fighter believes he can beat everyone, but definitely Oscar De La Hoya does not like the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. We're on the same platform. We would have made the fight already when Devin was champion at 135 pounds. So if Devin was to win, and if he was to squeak by, if he was to get hurt, if he was to show weakness, I think they would make the fight. I think they prefer the Regis Prograis fight, and if Regis comes out and knocks Devin Haney out, maybe there's a chance. But for me, being part of the same platform, Ryan Garcia should be fighting the winner of this fight on Saturday night.
Do you think that, even if he looks great, selling this place out is a bit of an equalizer? Okay, I don't want to make the fight because he looks really good, but now he makes money.
Yeah, that's always the thing. I think Devin has always been low risk, or high risk, low reward, if you look at it from a financial point of view. Now that's changed. I think we've led a great promotion for this fight, but let's be honest, we've sold the place out. How many people can do that for a fight like this? This isn't Canelo against Triple G. It's a brilliant fight. It's one of the fights of the year, but to sell out this place in San Francisco, I think is a massive statement and adds to the star play. It takes two to tango, and Regis played a big part, but there's no denying that Devin Haney now carries star power along with star talent, and that makes it sometimes worth the risk for those guys.
Personally, what do you think starting to connect? Why is he beginning to move the needle, like selling this place out?
I think, like I said, the promotion's been great. The Chase Center Arena has a great database and marketing, position with the Warriors. He's from the Bay Area. You've seen him fight twice against Kambosos, third time against Lomachenko on ESPN. I think his star powers, we saw it. We went from Linares to Jojo Diaz, and we saw him go from 4,000 to 6,000 to 8,000, never filling the Vegas arenas, but now all of a sudden you can't deny this guy's a star. He's a very young man, he's marketable, he speaks fantastically well, he takes the risks, he takes the challenges, and I think the American audience is starting to resonate with Devin Haney, and I think Bill's done a great job. Of course, whenever there's beef, whenever there's rivalry, Evans and Bill, they've all done a brilliant job in promoting this fight, and I think it's really a mixture of everyone coming together and a great promotion and a great fight. That listen, when we came here, one of the reasons we came here is we struggled to get our other options. But Chase Center, I said, what about San Francisco? He's from the Bay, and everyone's like, yeah, but it's untested. Show me the analytics that tells you we can do 5,000 here, let alone 16,000. So a lot of it was the hope, and I think it is I said when I came to America, there are a lot of cities that I think we can go to, but you never really get the chance to do it because you're in Vegas or you're in New York.
No one tries it.
Yeah, and I just feel like, why shouldn't boxing work in big cities that are starved of it if the fight's right? And even I'm completely shocked by what we've done here, but I can't wait for Saturday.
How do you think Ryan looked? And he got a lot of criticism about the shoulder rolls, giving his back on the inside.
Yeah.
How do you think he looked, and how competitive?
I haven't seen the fight in full. I thought he could lose the fight because I felt with everything going on, I think Ryan needs props because I think mentally, I worried about him with the Oscar stuff, and Duarte can punch. He's limited, but he's got heavy hands, and I just felt like it was a banana skin opponent. So to come through all the bullshit that he came through in the 48 hours, particularly leading up to the fight, I think he deserves a lot of credit. And let's be honest, if he loses that fight, he's fucked. So there was a lot of pressure on him, and he came through and he stopped Duarte. Ryan there's always going to be that jeopardy with Ryan Garcia because he does have frailties, but I do think he's underrated as a boxer. When I talk to fighters like Devin and people like that, they rate Ryan Garcia. They don't think he's a joke. They don't think he's just a pretty boy who's got a big Instagram following. They recognise he is a talented fighter. So in that respect, he's real, and he should be calling out the winner of this fight on Saturday.
Who's the bad guy in that scenario, De La Hoya or Ryan? Ryan. De La Hoya and Hopkins or Ryan? Or,
I don't know. For me, I don't think you can do that to a young fighter. I don't think you can stand behind a young fighter, pulling signs and holding your head, and then tweet with 48 hours to go that you're worried about a fighter's mental health. I mean, that's dangerous, in my opinion, because that's why I thought, he could lose this fight. Like, I thought, how do you expect his mental health to be in a good place when you've got your own promoter and his team behaving like that? So I think the whole thing's toxic. I think they need to get out and away. It's never going to change because it appears to be okay, and then if we go back, we revert to type, But again, it's not my business. But just as a fan, I'm looking at it and going, it's the wildest thing I've ever seen. You imagine me standing behind Joshua at a press conference game like this, and then telling you that I'm worried about Joshua's mental health 2 days before.
I felt like Joshua backdoored you. Like, I think they feel like
I still would never do it.
Right.
Because there's a time and place. You have a meeting with someone, you look them in the eye and you say, "You motherfucking piece of shit." But we're professionals. You don't question. You don't behave in a way that could affect someone's performance, and that's what that kind of thing does. Mm-hmm. So that's why I respect Ryan Garcia, because I think he was under a lot of pressure. Like, you imagine after that press conference and after that tweet, he must just be sitting in his room going, "What the fuck?" And I'm sure there's two sides to the story. You know what I mean? But I don't care. You just don't let it play out like that in public.
Gotcha. And then